Hello, hello. My name is Houston Snow, and today we are going to be practicing for an upcoming hike with Bois. Here in July, we're going to be trying to go to Colorado, hiking probably a 7-foot trail or a 7-mile trail with maybe 2,000 feet of elevation gain. This trail is Eagle Mountain Park. It's approximately 7.6 miles long. There's two sides to it. There's a long end and a short end. They both loop back on itself. And there's about 577 feet of elevation change. I'm pretty excited. I've done this one probably 10 times. It's definitely a moderate hike. I don't typically do both sides, but to try to get to that 7-mile mark, I think it's going to be important to try it and just kind of see where my fitness is. I've been working out pretty much every weekday for the last year, trying to kind of prepare myself. And yeah, we'll just see how that goes. I'm going to see what is sore at the end of it, and then I'm going to take that information and see what else I need to work on. Should be good. I'm going to go show you the map and kind of how to read it and what to look for. And there will be little markers along the way to show you where you're at on the trail and what's to come. All right, so here is the trail map. This is where we're starting from, and then we'll follow this trail. Every green marker has a little map sort of like this, but smaller and compressed. What we'll be doing is we'll be going on this left side first, follow the red path all the way to the green path. There's a nice little lookout up here that we'll go to, and then we'll come back down around the lake, come back, we'll meet back here, and then we'll go on the shorter end. I've only done that one time, but it's still pretty nice. And then see how we're feeling. A little sooner than I thought. Here's an example of one of those trail maps that we're going to be seeing around. You'll see these ever so often. All those little black marks. You'll see these just to see where you're at, how far you have left to go. It's really nice. You don't see this often. It's a really maintained trail, so it should be fun. I don't think I've ever really talked about Bois and why we called the channel that, what our goal is, what do we do, what makes us come together every other year. Actually, we go hiking twice a year, but yeah, looking forward to kind of sharing some of that fun background information with you. This is always fun. The stairs. I am every other day, like Tuesday and Thursdays, I am getting on the Stairmaster and just doing 30 minutes of Stairmaster to prepare my legs, mostly for the downhill, but also for uphill. .500 feet of elevation change is definitely much different than 2,000, so the most I can prepare for it without just preparing for altitude sickness as well is going to really help. The down isn't so bad, but you know, once you've been hiking for a couple hours and you have to go back up it, that's when it kind of sucks. Oh yeah, good mud, good mud. Let's see if we slip and slide. I used to hike in boots, but man, you get cake on them, or a lot of mud per se, they start to get really heavy and they can start to wear on your ankles. So I started wearing hiking shoes, get less arch support, less ankle support, but losing some of that weight sometimes has made it easier for me to do hikes, especially longer distance hikes. I think my favorite part of this hike is the overlook. It's definitely, literally the highest point of the hike, but man, it's just so beautiful. You can see, I think it's Lake Worth. Maybe it's Eagle Mountain Lake, actually. That's definitely what it is. But you'll see boats out there, usually whenever it warms up. And now it's February. Today's actually February 15th, so it's the day after Valentine's Day.
That was kind of the only scary one.
Good?
Yeah.
If you're ever out hiking, you see a bunch of footprints in the mud. Come over here, walk in this nice area with all the grass. They usually have a little bit of overcut just to kind of push back the foliage, but it's worth it. You know, you're not going to get your shoes all nasty and muddy if you really need them to grip something, and it's just a lot easier to walk through too. You don't have a lot of cake on your feet. Here's the next spot where you can check where you're at on the map. Let's see how far we're at. We've done it 0.82 miles. I like this area to kind of sit down, especially if you come out here with someone who hasn't done the trail before. About 15 minutes into the trail, 20 minutes into the trail. You just kind of sit, recoup, see how you're doing. Not really even a fifth or a seventh really through the trail, so if you're feeling bad, it's a good time to check your pace. Here's our first mile marker. This right here, it'll say one. Officially 1 mile into this bad boy. Pretty place. This is my local hiking spot, if you will. Maybe 15 minutes from the house. So I like to come out here to train and hike if I want to get my fitness up, or just kind of get out in nature. Not a lot of elevation gain, but sometimes you just need to be out. All the technology we have today, really good distraction. Sometimes you just don't want to be distracted, you know? You just want to be in the fields, in the world, experiencing it. I think that's what hiking is for me. Just kind of go in the bonds with people that I do end up hiking with. You have nothing but food, water, and your friends. I do like listening to music. Typically I'll have something going on a Bluetooth speaker. But right now I just kind of have some headphones in, jamming on to some guitar, soft vocals. I like Jose Gonzalez a lot. He's probably my favorite artist for hiking too. Share some more as we get a little closer to the peak. We're just gonna chill here for a little bit, and I'll tell you a little bit about the boys and kind of what we do, where we've been so far, and why it's gonna be nice to get back with them here in about 5 months. So We'll talk a little bit about my cane. My mom bought me that cane. I actually whittled my own in the beginning out of cedar and the help of my dad. It was really heavy. That was the only downside. So my mom came across this. We used to live in Wichita Mountains in that area of Oklahoma, and she found this. It's made of bamboo. Really strong, but really light and durable. I've had it for probably 12 years now. And you can see some of the medallions that I have on there. The top one is Hochtown. That was one of the first places that we really went to go hike in college. I graduated in 2016, so 2012 to 2026, 14 years or so. And then that spring break, senior year, we went to Colorado and we hiked Pikes Peak in that area. So that's the second medallion we have there. Then here recently we went to Hot Springs with my friend Garrett, best friend since high school. He's also one of the boys. He's just had his child, so he's probably not going to be coming with us on this next trip, but we're thinking about him. We wish him the best. We've made multiple trips to each of those places, but yeah, this is just going to be something new. This time we're going to be going to Breckenridge. Should be fun. Yeah, every year we go 2 trips a year, mostly to Hochtown because one of my friends lives in northern Oklahoma. One of my other friends lives in Austin. So it's a good midway, about 4 hours for 2 of us, and then 8 hours for the one who lives in Austin. And I can't wait for you to meet them. They're really cool guys, really good. I always have a great time with them, and they're a hoot and a half. We always push each other, and our bond builds just a little bit more each time we go out. It's great to see. It's great to be a part of. So, yeah, let's get on this trail. I'm gonna get the water, and then we'll head up. Here's the next part. See if I can. 1 1/4. This is where you'll get to choose if you want to go to the overlook or go back a little early. Looks like a giant chili pepper if you look at the path we're going to take. So I always like to say I'm going on Chili Pepper Trail. You just kind of see, here we are. We're going to go left here. We're going to go all the way around the lake, and then we'll meet back where we were back over there. And then we'll head back down. We'll see if we get to this. I have some other things I need to do today, but it's on the menu. It is in the plan. Right now it is 2 o'clock, so in about a mile and a half in 30 minutes. So a little over 1/7 of the way there. 30 minutes times 7 if we keep up this pace. It's going to be about 3.5 hours. So that puts us back about 5. Should be perfect. Probably my favorite part of the hike. When it's springtime and all the trees are blooming, down there is so beautiful. I love it. You can usually see deer, you've seen an armadillo, lizards and geckos just running around. It's 2:12, so we'll probably leave about 2:15. Get back on the trail. Here is the latest map. You'll see where we are over there. We're about to make the big loop. This is the beautiful section. I love that orange area. Yeah, let's continue on. Probably the steepest decline slash incline of the park. Not that big. Actually, really, really small. Always good. Oh, here we go. So pretty. This is the area we typically see deer and stuff. We like to hang out in the brush and just say hello. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, looks like they had to replace it. This is a good little place for a picnic. There's a dead tree over there where they used to have a picnic table. I don't know if it's still there. It was pretty neat. So if you're coming from the other way, you're going to be 3 miles in. Looks like they took down the picnic table by the tree. Sad. Used to be right over there where all that dead grass is. Really cool stuff. Last year, about this time, I was 287 pounds. Currently, I'm sitting at about 248, 250. Do what's healthy for you, not necessarily what's easy for you. Yeah, it's beautiful here. Hey, there's a deer. Right over by that tree. Let's look at those. There it is. See, just chilling. Definitely knows we're here now. So we got our nest packet. Let's see, we got 1/4 to, yeah, we're about 2.5, a little over 2.5. So if we go this way, it'd be like a quick way back to the route. We're gonna go around the scenic route. We're gonna go to the lake. But here we go. And there's a nice little place to look out over there too. The second trail is not as, I won't say rigorous, Yeah, I'll say rigorous. It's a lot flatter, but doesn't mean it's easy. It's still probably 2 miles, 3 miles. So once you complete this 5-mile loop, you still need to do those 2 to 3 miles. It can kick your butt, but I enjoy the loops, and if you get tired, you can always stop after the first one. You can even do the smaller side first if you're like, hey, I don't know if I have enough time for an entire hike. I don't know if I have the stamina for an entire hike. Go to the small route. Go right when you first get here. If you feel good the next time, try the left route. The one that we're on right now is the left route. I really like it. I think this is my favorite one. They also have, it's almost like a little town. I don't know how to describe it. They have nice bathrooms. On the other one, there's no real bathrooms out here. Nice little area to sit down. Usually overlooks a rocky peninsula. You can see that big rock out there. That's actually part of the peninsula. Oh yeah, see it out there. Just in low tide, but beautiful place. Gorgeous. 4th of July, you'll see boats out here. Party barges. We'll have a good time. Well, this was the first time for everything. I haven't seen a downed tree on this trail before, but here we go. Exhibit A. Must be from the ice storm we just had. We're probably about 5 minutes from the fork, so not too far now. I'm feeling good. My hips are maybe starting to feel a little sore, but I wouldn't even put a 2 on a pain scale. We'll see once we get back to the trailhead how they feel. Because if they're hurting then, oh, Nelly, it's gonna suck. It's 2:47, so starting at 1:30, a little over an hour. Great time, honestly. Well. Finally made it back to the trailhead. It's getting a little bit more windy now. I'm definitely tired. I could end the hike here. But I think it's only 3:15. So it took us 2.5 hours. I think this one should also take us about 2.5 hours. I don't think you can start until 7, so we should be fine doing this trail. The only thing that's going to suck is going to Aldi to get some groceries after this. Ugh. But here we go, starting the next section. I think I've already said this, but I've only done this section of the trail once, along with the other trail. So I remember definitely being in pain. My hips were really feeling it that day. My legs are feeling great right now. But I guess we'll see how we are in a couple more hours. I feel they're liking this video so far. I've never said this before, but give her a like, You don't have to subscribe. You can just watch a video and like it if you like it. Doesn't mean anything to me right now. I don't have monetization or anything. It's just nice to know if you liked it. Tell me if you see something you didn't like. Typically on 360 videos, which is what this is being taken on. I don't like the parallax, but I'm going to test this out and see how it goes. I brought my Pocket 2 as well, so I'm trying not to switch to that. I want to see how long this can run until it's finally either full of battery or lost all battery life, or full of memory or lost all battery life. So I think it's 3/4 left on the memory, and battery wise it's at 50%. I have 2 batteries, so we'll see how it goes.
We take the right way to do that.
Excuse me.
There you go.
Hello. Something I didn't really think about was how much my forearm is going to burn from carrying this thing. Oh my gosh. I'm carrying it out in front of me right now, but you might get a bunch more just from behind me. Dear Lord. It's like a 3 meter, 9 foot long stick. See, it's like a little town. That's the area. I'm gonna definitely use the restroom. Let's see what we got, y'all. Looks like that's the loop. Okay. Alright, finally reached the loop. The loop and pull. About a mile and then we'll be headed home. Going to get that oldies. 414451. We're going for that sign so we know when to come back. Which road to come back on. You know, since I've got so much time to just kind of think about stuff and ramble, I could tell you one of our biggest hiking trails in Hochtown, this bad boy. It's probably one of our favorite places because it's the first time we really pushed ourselves. Hochtown, Oklahoma. We did the Skyline Trail. And boy, let me tell you, that trail is not for the faint of heart. It says it's about 9 miles long, I'm pretty sure, but when we did it, it was 12. And I want to say it's 1,200 feet of elevation gain. something along those lines. And my goodness, you feel it the whole way. If you start from the riverside, it is very steep. It'll wear your legs out, and then you're coasting from ridgeline to ridgeline of these little, I say little, the large hills of Oklahoma. And man, it tears you down really quick. Man, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful lake. And that trail is kind of wrapping around this lake, which wraps around an island or a peninsula that we used to camp on. Our favorite spot to camp at is Grapevine campsite. And yeah, a few times we tried that trail and just kind of had to quit because we realized we weren't at the right fitness level. For my 30th birthday, we went to Skyline. We tried to go as far as we could. We did maybe 8 miles. We are still in the midst of the mountain itself. Woo. Oh yeah. And we had to turn around. But by turn around, we mean we called the guys that left early on the hike due to some heart problems. We walkie-talkied them with my new walkie-talkies I'd gotten. Surprisingly, they reached them. And we told them to come pick us up at this random house. And we sent them the GPS positions, coordinates, and they came to pick us up. It was a blessing in disguise that they left early on that trip. But I could have gone through the whole thing. I wasn't really feeling it. But the rest of the boys, they weren't liking it very much. Ooh, hey, here's a little bridge. A significant part of my 30th birthday when we went, we rented a cabin. And whenever we used to go in the summers in college, we would always look on the upper ridge line and there were houses, log cabins, just lining the upper mound. Whenever we'd hike the Skyline, we would see these houses. And when we went for my 30th, we rented one. Little did we know that the one that we rented was actually the one that we would always look up at from Grapevine Campground and say, one of these days we're gonna go up there. And we did it. Probably the best birthday I've ever had. Hanging out with the boys. Brought my whole family. 3 girls. Randa. My friends brought their girlfriends or wives. Oh, it was so great. Played board games, hiked, campfire, s'mores. We even went ghost hunting. We did that for my bachelor party too. That was really fun. We went to Yorktown Memorial Hospital. It's actually on YouTube, you can watch it. But we went out there and ghost hunted for the night. Recorded the whole thing, found some actual ghost stuff. It was fun. Something we'd always wanted to try. We got thermal cameras, some audio devices, EMF detectors, nice cameras. Woo. Real muddy over here. But hiking will always have a close place in my heart. Just from the bonds you can build from it. Undistracted bonds. It's not like going to Disney World where you can only ride with one person on the ride at a time. You're in the thick of it with everybody at the same time. If one person's hurting, you're all hurting. If everybody's doing good, it's one heck of a trip. But either way, you're all going to come out a bigger, better person at the end. Well, we haven't reached the loop yet, but we are on the upper section of the hike, and I'll tell you what, my memory didn't fail me. It is pretty beautiful once you come back around. Really nice. Okay, back on it. Got a drink, relaxed a little bit, and now let's see what time it is. 4:05. Making great time. Be out of here in no time. Okay, it's about 4:15. We just made it back to the trailhead. Overall, I'd say moderate hike. Definitely takes 4 hours, 4.5. My hips don't hurt. Still gonna practice like I need to improve them though. 577 feet of elevation. Not bad, but it'll be like 4 times that in Colorado. So probably find some more difficult trails around the area. There's one at Marion Sansom. It's a lot more rocky. Not treacherous, but definitely more challenging. Overall, beautiful day. People are still coming out. Time to go get some Aldi's groceries. Catch you later.